ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಷಯ ಕೋಟಾಕ್ ಮಹೇಂದ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ 30ನೇ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಕೊಂಡಜ್ಜಿ ಬಸಪ್ಪ ಆಡಿಟೋರಿಯಂ, ಭಾರತ್ ಸ್ಕೌಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೈಡ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 12 ಮತ್ತು 13ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ವಿಶೇಷತೆ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಂಥ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು ಈ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ದೈವಾಧೀನರಾದರು ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ. ಅವರಿಲ್ಲದೇ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೂ ಭಾಳ ಬೇಸರ ತಂದಿದೆ. ಇಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಖಜಿತ್ ಪಾಸ್ರಿಚಾ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ CHRO ಹಾಗೂ ಶ್ರೀ ರಾವ್ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಕಂಗೇನೆ ಹೆಡ್ HRA ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವರು 11 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ಕಾರಣಾಂತರದಿಂದ 12 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಂದರು. ಅವರು 12 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಏನು ತಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ವಿವರವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 1:15ಗೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಅಂಶ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಭಿಮಾನ ಇದೆ, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿವರವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನು ಪುಷ್ಕರ ಕೊಡೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮೌನವಾಗೇ ಇದ್ದರು. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಏನು ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸಂಘದ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ದೊರಕಿಸ್ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಉದ್ಯಮನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದ ವಿಷಯ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಸಂಘಟನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆದವರೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಏನು, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾಯ ದೊರಕಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ IBA ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಡೇ ಬೈ ಡೇ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣೆ ನೋಡೋ ಅಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳೇ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಹೋಗಲಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕ ಎಂಬಂತೆ ಏನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಂಥ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಗಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ನಾನೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಫುಲ್ ಡೇ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿಗೆ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಿದ್ರು ಏನೋ ಕಾಟಾಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಬಂದು ಒಂದು 2 ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಭಾವನೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂಚೂರು ಕಾಳಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಏನು ಅವರು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು ತಮ್ಮ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಉತ್ತರಿಸದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಾರ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಹಿತರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಬೇಸರ ಆಯಿತು ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಏನು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವಿವರಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಈ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ CHV ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವಸಂತ್ ರೈ ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಏನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ HRD ಹೆಡ್ ಬಾಂಬೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
our great leader KJ Ramakrishna Reddy is not in this conference. This is a painful thing for us. We cannot digest, we cannot imagine. Though everybody has to got an end, but we will never dream to imagine that situation will come. But unfortunately, it happened. So very, very sad. As a mark of respect for the departed leader, I request entire house to observe 2 minutes silence and pray Almighty God to rest his soul in peace.
Respected President of the Union, Comrade Nagaraj, distinguished guests on the dais, respected guests, leaders of different fraternal organizations, delegates and observers. At the outset, I wish to state that I am honored by your dear organization by making me the chairman of the reception committee of this historic 30th conference of your union. This conference is being held in the background of the recent passing away of our dear comrade KJ Ramakrishna Reddy, doyen of your union, who led the union for several decades with this city of our country. Friends,
Comrade Nagaraj, President of our KOTAK Mahindra Bank Employees Union, Chairman of the reception committee of this conference, our senior leader in the AABA, Comrade H.V. Rai, General Secretary of the Union, my beloved colleague, Comrade Madhusudan, respected HR head of the bank, Mr. Sukhjit Pashrika. At the first sight, he is very impressive. I like him. And along with him we have Sri Rao Saheb Gangane, head of the HR, Comrade Jainath, the General Secretary of our AABA in Karnataka Pradesh Bank Employees Federation, Comrade Jitendra, the leader of the Officers Union, Comrade Sridhar from the Pensioners Organization.
Good afternoon, everyone. So heartening to see, first of all, so many people in one room after 2 years. This sight itself is wonderful sight, seeing so many people together in one room. Let's hope that the pandemic is over and we don't have to, we don't miss these kind of sights in the future. So very heartening to see all of you together. Well, it's my privilege and pleasure to be part of this 30th conference of Kotak Bank's Union. And it's so heartening to, hear the captain himself, Sri Venkatajan ji. Thank you very much for, a wonderful speech and words. Shri Vasant Rai ji, Shri Madhusudan, Shri Nagaraj, Shri Sridhar, Shri Jitendra Prasad. Good to meet all of you, and especially after the pandemic. We've not had the physical meetings. We had some probably virtual meetings, but I think it's good to see you all in person also today. I joined this bank about 3 years back, and I always appreciate the leaders for their approach to solve the issues amicably in a dignified and a responsible way. And I think resolving these is I think in a mature, knowledgeable and pragmatic way is very, very important, and that's what I've been witnessing for last 3 years here. So thank you very much. I also pay homage to Sri Ramakrishna Reddy ji, who left for heavenly abode a few months back. As all of you were saying, it's a very, very untimely death. I didn't have an opportunity to meet him, but I've heard so much about him, so much about his leadership, dedication and commitment to work for betterment of his colleagues from the days of Vaisa Bank and earlier, and he dedicated his entire life for the welfare of the working class, which is very, very important. So I pay homage to Sri Ramakrishna. Well, I think it will be unfair if we all together don't pay homage to the colleagues that we have lost due to pandemic in the last 1 year, 1.5 years. The pandemic has wreaked havoc, and we have lost many of our beloved colleagues, even in Kotak. We offer our deepest condolences to the families of the colleagues that we have lost. So please join me in paying homage to all the employees who lost their lives in the last 1.5 years. I'm glad to say that I have a support of a dedicated and competent team in ER department here for dealing with the IBA matters. Mr. Rao Sahib Kangne is here, Shweta Kalapa is also here, and Shesha has joined us recently. We have Bala, we have Mahesh, I can see Nagendra. So I think good that all my colleagues could join in for this conference today. And I get regular updates from my colleagues and union office bearers regarding all the points and discussions and resolutions done for employees by them. So I'm in touch with all of them, and though I'm based out of Mumbai, but they always keep me posted, on what is happening in terms of discussions and settlements. We refer to when we are doing these discussions, we refer to few settlements which operate now, which are decades old. In fact, the settlement arrived with our employees union immediately after the merger. To honor all the existing settlements was a historic one itself. And as you know, there was no unionized workforce in Kotak prior to merger. However, the bank wholeheartedly welcomed the unionized employees as one family of the bank when the merger happened. Immediately after the merger, the bank has given the mandate to IBA for negotiating with unions and implemented the 10th bipartite settlement. Subsequently, without any hesitation, on receipt of the request from the union, gave the mandate for 11th BPS, and everyone is reaping the benefits of 11th bipartite settlement implementation by the bank. The next major task was internal bank level settlement, properly known as Charter of Demand, COD, with a lot of discussions on various subjects like transfer policy, promotion policy, and revision of monetary and non-monetary benefits. Your union was successful in closing the settlement in the year 2019 to the best interest of award staff employees. This bipartite settlement is also very comprehensive, it's very voluminous, and this settlement might not have happened without an adaptive, mature, and collaborative approach of the union leaders sitting here. Further, it happened only with an open-minded, knowledgeable leadership of both who are parties to the settlement at time of negotiations and held on several dates over 2 years. There are other benefits unique to our bank, such as compassionate appointment for dependents of the deceased while in service, It is unique because it is by way of settlement in our bank, unlike other banks. Our bank continued to give appointments on compassionate grounds even after merger based on the settlement of 1985. However, I would like to highlight that in the changed circumstances, we need to review and revisit few to meet the present day demands, especially from the millennial generation that we have. And this millennial generation is used to digital disruptions, changes in the banking industry and the technical upgrade requirements. Otherwise, we will not be able to meet the need of the present and future ready organization. As you are aware, during the tough pandemic period, bank has supported all its workforce through various welfare measures like establishing a special team to extend support for finding medical facilities, oxygen concentrators, 24/7 doctor helplines, quarantine facilities, special COVID leave for 15 days, providing emergency financial support up to rupees 5 lakhs for employees who have exhausted insurance and paying benevolent salary for 2 years to the family of deceased employees. It is very difficult, but it is to be quoted that even 34 families of award staff employees are receiving this benevolent salary announced by the bank for all the employees who are deceased. Moreover, bank has conducted various vaccination drives across India for its employees free of cost and also arranged some of the vaccination camps for the employees' families. Every year, our bank disperses ex gratia PLI, what you normally call as bonus, to all award staff in consultation or settlement with the union, which is one of the best in the industry. Further, the last PLI paid was indeed higher than the PLI as per 11th bipartite settlement. Recently, the bank has released the enhanced family pension to eligible family pensioners as stipulated in the 11th bipartite. And this has incurred additional expenses of about 115 crores because of this settlement. This has benefited more than 600 family pensioners, and the arrear payments will also be released soon. Our award staff have put in very long and dedicated service in the banking industry. They have good knowledge of core banking processes. However, one thing that I would like to definitely highlight here is that the paradigm of banking is changing due to disruption by other digital online financial platforms. And Mr. Venkatachalam was also mentioning about what is changing around us. So nowadays, some of you must be using even for payment platforms like Google Pay, Paytm, etc. So we are now being challenged by these kind of new players in the system. So it's not about just a bank getting challenged by a bank, but even the new companies that are challenging us on these fronts. And we are all geared up through our technical capabilities that we are launching to tackle all this. However, we need to align to the new age banking systems by adopting new technology to offer our services digitally to all our customers. For example, we launched 811 app for customers and KOTAK Work Life app for our employees. In fact, now we say that our biggest branch is our mobile app. The KOTAK's biggest branch is our mobile app now. Also, so while this technical and digital disruption is happening around us, we also know that customer is the king and the queen, as they say. Now it's not about customer is the king and the queen. So our growth depends on meeting customer needs and excellent customer service by each one of us. Faster we cater to the customer needs and digital needs, faster is the growth and well-being of the bank. And that's the only mantra that we have to follow. Without well-being of the bank, there can't be well-being of the employees. So the well-being of the bank also depends on how soon do we digitally adapt ourselves and how soon can we change our ways to meet the needs of the customers. And that's been our focus throughout, always. Hence, I would like to highlight that your role in coordinating, all the leaders and all of you sitting here, your role in coordinating with management to overcome these challenges of fast changing world has become more and more important for all of us. I'm sure we will continue to work as a single Kotak family in all spheres and certainly take our bank to greater heights and many other milestones in coming years. I would sincerely like to thank Sri Madhusudan, General Secretary, Sri Nagaraj, President Sri Mahesh, Deputy General Secretary, office bearers, members of the union for inviting me for this inaugural function of the conference and giving me an opportunity to express my views. In this August gathering, in the presence of galaxy of leaders, it is very great and wonderful experience today for me. I once again thank you for extending me a warm and grand welcome, and to my colleagues all over who come from different places here. So I think it's very heartening to see all of you, and receive this kind of grand welcome. Wish you all the best for the 30th conference, and I wish all the success to each one of us sitting in this room. I hope and wish that you all will have fruitful discussion sessions today and tomorrow, and take the bank to the newer heights in the coming months. Thank you very much.
ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳು ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳ ವಿಷಾದ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಇಳಿದ್ರು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನು ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ನೌಕರರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ನಿವೇಶನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅದನ್ನು 2006 ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರಂತೆ. 2006 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 32 ಎಕರೆ ಜಮೀನನ್ನು ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ABA ವೆಂಕಟಾಚಲಂ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆದಿದ್ರು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ನಾಯಕರು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಏನು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸೈಟ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಬಂತು ನನಗೆ. ಇದು ತಪ್ಪೋ ಸರಿಯೋ ಆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳೇ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದೇನು ಅಭ್ಯಂತರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಇವು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳು ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನ್ಯಾಯದ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ದೊರಕಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬನ್ನಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಪ್ರತಾಪ್ ಮಂಜು जिंदाबाद 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 जिंदाबाद. जोहार तारकेश्वर चक्रवर्ती, जोहार तारकेश्वर चक्रवर्ती, जोहार तारकेश्वर चक्रवर्ती.
ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ఎవరెడ్డి గారు ఎవరెడ్డి
సార్ ఇక్కడ సార్ ఇక్కడ
కామ్రేడ్స్ అందరూ కూడా గట్టిగా స్లోగన్ చెప్పాలి. కైలాసంలో ఉన్న రామకృష్ణారెడ్డి గారు ఇక్కడికి రావాలి. ఈరోజు మనసా వాస కర్మ తెక్కన చూదుతో ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా కామ్రేడ్ స్లోగన్ చెప్పాలి. ಜೋಹಾರ್ ಕೆಜಿಆರ್, ಜೋಹಾರ್ ಕೆಜಿಆರ್, ಜೋಹಾರ್ ಕೆಜಿಆರ್, ಜೋಹಾರ್ ಕೆಜಿಆರ್.
ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಏನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ನೌಕರರು ಹಾಗೂ ಠೇವಣಿ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಕಾರರು, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕರಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆನ್ಸು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮಗೇನಾದರೂ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಸೈಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸೈಟಿನ ಪತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು LIC ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ನ್ಯೂನತೆಗಳಿದ್ದರೆ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅವರು LIC ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಸೈಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂತಿಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಂಥದ್ದು ನೀವು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆವಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನು ಸೈಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಆ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಏನು ನಾಯಕರುಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೂಲಂಕುಷವಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕಾದರೂ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳು ಈ ರೀತಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಥರದ ಆಮಿಷಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಳಗಾಗದೆ ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ.